Hello, everybody. It's Gloria from Gigi the Crochet Queen, where I bring my love of crochet to inspire you to learn to crochet or to advance your skills. So, welcome, welcome, welcome. And for my new subscribers, welcome and thank you for joining me. And for my returning subscribers, thank you for returning. If you have not subscribed, please subscribe, like, and comment. And don't forget to hit that bell so that you will always be notified when I am on. So when you come in, tell me who you are. If I don't see your name, where you're from, what you are working on, and what the weather is like in your area. Today is in the 80s and it is cloudy. Probably get some rain tonight, but I'm not sure. But it looks like it will rain tonight. And I continue to work on my scrap dress. And if you were on yesterday, I did figure out my little booty. So I have a left and a right booty. So I will be working on some more of those, doing some sets. I purchased a rolling, is it a garment? Mm, garment hanging thing. Anyway, that's what I'm going to put all my little baby stuff on. Hello, Helen. How are you today, Abilene, Texas? Yes, happy Friday. I forgot to say it's Friday. Oh, 70, listening at work. Thank you for listening. 70 is better than, what was it, 56 yesterday? And thank you for the thumbs up. Yeah, our 70s are way in the background for us. It's going to be in the 80s and 90s going forward. I think the 70s, like I think this week is supposed to be in the 70s at night, but not in the daytime. Hey Kelly, how are you today? Thank you for joining me, listening and working, Lord. I'll be working when I finish this, so you all will be leaving work and I'll be going back to work. So I am definitely way behind. Just can't seem to get caught up with this job. But I'm going to put my best foot forward tonight and over the weekend so that Monday won't be so bad. It's so hard to work and when you really want to just crochet. That's my problem. I would rather be crocheting, but I must work so that I can continue to have a roof over my head, food to eat, and clothes to wear. That's very important. So I'm almost finished with the one part of my scrap dress. I'm going to finish out this yellow. I thought it was a lot more, but now I don't think it's going to be quite as much as I thought it would be. But I really don't want to put any other color on it. I want to leave it like this, but I want it to be big enough where I could fold it over the elastic, but I'm not sure. Hi, Vicki. How are you today? Thank you for joining me. I hope you did a thumbs up when you came in. Yes, I know how you feel about crocheting. It is my guilty pleasure. Yes, ma'am. I love to. Much rather be crocheting. Me too. Love your Saturday crocheting. Love my Saturday crocheting. Yes, it's so relaxing. It is so nice to watch it become something. and you look back and say, wow, I did that. I definitely want a roof food yarn log. Yes, Kelly. Got to keep my day job so I can keep having my yarn to crochet. Yes, crochet all day is what. Last year, before the world shut down, they were supposed to be having a yarn festival, something or another like that in Orlando, which is like 3 hours from me. I'm doing well. Let me see. Oh, maybe you're talking. Hey, Deborah, how are you today? 70 degrees in Ohio. Nice. Um, but they were supposed to be having that, and I was really looking forward to going up to Orlando for that, to sit around and crochet with some people, and maybe meet some new people. Because I'm down in South Florida, and I haven't ran into. I can't remember. No, I don't see. I used to carry my work with me, but since I don't go anywhere anymore, I don't carry it. I carry it with me like when I go to the dentist because you know when you go to the doctor's office, you got to sit outside until they tell you to come in. Hey Renee, how are you today? Hope you did a thumbs up when you came in. So I just take whatever project I'm working on with me uh, to the dentist's office, and I work on it until they call me. I usually don't even get a chance to work on it because sometimes when I check in, they say, "Okay, come on in." So, but I used to carry it to the dentist, to the doctor's office. If I had to get maintenance on my car, I took it with me. So my work is usually where I am. If it's something small, I don't take big things with me. There's no fun for those big things. Oh, so you're in Columbus and Deborah is in Lima. Hmm. I have never been to Ohio. And the only reason I would go is because that is where the NFL Hall of Fame is. That is it's on my bucket list of places to go. I always wanted to go when they had the inductees for the Hall of Fame, but when I see those people sitting out there in that hot sun, baking in that August hot sun, I was like, nah, we just gonna go visit the museum or whatever it is and be happy because it's hot down here. I don't want to be sitting in the sun baking for hours because it goes on for hours. I'm like, why don't they bring, at least give them some shade or something? I don't think I've ever watched. I think every time I've watched it, now the people that are being inducted are in shade, but the audience is out there in that hot sun. They can have that. I don't want to spend my hard-earned bucks to sit out in the hot sun. I do that at the Miami Dolphins game. I was so glad when they renovated the stadium. So now where my seats are, I am in the shade. But for years, my girlfriend and I would sit out there in that hot sun and bake. We prayed for night games or late games. And if you have a sucky season, you get the worst game hours. So we always got stuck with the 1 o'clock game hours in the height of the heat. Oh, she's saying, oh, Columbus, Ohio has the best state fair. I'm gonna take your word for it. I won't be traveling to find out. Oh, Deborah's in your city. Yeah. So 3 Ohioans, huh? Is it three or is it two? Let me see. No, it's three. Hmm. Anyway, see, everybody's up there in the Midwest or the North, and I'm down here in the South. But I always say I um, learned a craft that unless I do um, bikinis or bathing suits or something like that, there's a lot of people that wear hats. I don't wear hats. I'll put on a sun hat here and there, but I don't usually wear hats. I don't like anything that's going to keep heat in on me. So that's why I tried. I still haven't gotten any more yarn from Webs. I need to go back. Did go in there and look at some stuff, but none of it really caught my eye. So I didn't get any more. I'll check again, see what else they have on sale. So I need to get some better cotton yarn for making tops and things like that. Let me see. Oh, you're in Missouri now. The show me state. That's all I remember when I did basic training at Fort Leonard Wood, Missouri, and that's all you saw, the show me state. All I was thinking, show me the way out of here. That's all I want to do, get out. I did a Michael's class last night with Ms. Creative CEO. She has some ladies that have been doing classes throughout. It started I want to say it started it had to start in April. We're just in May. But this one was about making art, making digital art. And the ladies showed their stuff, and they have these programs. It was way over my head. I had absolutely no idea what they were talking about. And one of the ladies was talking about a program that she uses, and she had this really cute little girl face, and she showed how you can just jazz it up with the paint and all this stuff. I was like, that is going to be something my daughter can do because she understands that stuff. I don't even want to try to understand it at this point, but I want her to understand it so she can probably do some digital art and maybe make a little bit of money from that. What the ladies were talking about, you see all of their artwork and people will go online and pull it up and use it as their own. And they said, yep, we have our lawyers. They would take that little thing and try to make some money off of it and then get sued. I was like, that's not good. And they were saying, don't even go on to Google and pull something off and then, try to sell it as your own. Whoever made it, they will find you. I say that's the downside to doing anything digital, written, whatever. Somebody's going to always be out there trying to sell it as their own. Next time, we'll yarn shop with my sister. She addicted to yarn. Oh my goodness. I think I'm the only one in the family because my aunt who crocheted, she passed away last November, but she had long since stopped crocheting. I got my yarn caught again. What is with me and my yarn getting caught? That makes me mad. Have you watched Bag on a channel? Great summer crochet tops, easy to make. Yeah, I watch her channel. I haven't watched in a long time because I'm not in the mood to. I have enough patterns in my head and I can figure out a top. But she was like one of the first people that I watched when I started watching YouTube. And it was because I was looking for a top pattern. And the top that I made, I think I wore it one time, maybe two times. And now I don't know where it is. I probably donated it because that's what I do a lot of times. If it's just sitting there and I'm not doing anything with it, I'll donate it. I figure somebody else can get. I'm gonna have to cut this yarn, and that makes me mad because it's. How did it get caught on this wheel? I'll never know. Oh God. This is sorry, ladies. I'm just trying to get my yarn tangled on this wheel. I don't know how that happened. All right, I'm gonna have to cut it. Where are my scissors? Oh, there are my scissors. Yeah, Crystal, that's all she does is crochet. But she's a housewife and homeschools her children, so I expect nothing else. She crochets and does yarn reviews and big yarn giveaways. I was like, I don't have that kind of time in my life. I wish I did, but I don't. Let me see. Oh, let me see. I I never forget it. I never know which way to go. That is what's her name? Kiki. I think her name's Kiki. That was one of her patterns years and years and years ago. I did that. I think I probably worn that 2 or 3 times too. But it was a fun one. I made a one in yellow, but I made it way too long. And by the time I figured out that I had made it way too long, it was almost done. And I put it on. I was like, my goodness, this thing is dragging to the ground. And I let my daughter put it on, and she's a little taller than me. It was too long for her too. So I've had it in my closet looking at it saying, I have to go look at the pattern, her video again, because I have to remember how I finished it because I have to find where I sewed in my ends so I could pull it apart. But it just breaks my heart that I have to do that. But if I want to be able to really wear it and enjoy it, because I had fringe on and I really don't like fringe, but that fringe just made it way too long. So I took the fringe off, but it was still too long. So I have to figure out where my end is. And I've been looking at it for the longest, but I do so many other things, and then the only time I see it again is when I go back into my bedroom and it's hanging on the closet door, and I'm like, come on, gotta take it down. So that at least, now it's summertime too. Because I've worn it once and I was like, yeah, I definitely need to take this out. Take probably about 4 inches out and it'll be a perfect length for me. But I don't want to do it. Can I wear that with a belt? If I have my pot belly, I probably could. I don't belt. I hardly ever put a belt on these days. I bought some camisoles, the bra shelf camisoles, because I love them. Costco used to have them. Of course, I was about 20 pounds lighter then too. No, 30 pounds. And those are like my favorite go-tos during the summertime. And you can put on your nice little crochet top because then you had that thing. So when I went to dinner last weekend with my friend, I put on my little camisole and a pair of jeans and a belt. I was like, I'm going to let it all hang out. So here's that piece of yellow yarn. Oh, there it is. My last little piece. So I'm sure you could belt it, but I don't wear it with the belt. I just throw it over a nice camisole and out the door I go. Perfect for summertime. Just to put on something white and then you add a little pop of color to it. And you're ready to go. So I am excited to be able to get out and move around more. Won't be on lockdown. Maybe I can get some weight off. I keep saying that. I'm not doing much to do it either. Uh, Renee, you don't wear the belt either? No. And I put the belt on. I was like, good Lord, it's been years since I put a belt on. I have to stop. What is it? What is it? Grazing. That's one of the things I have to stop doing. That's the downside of working from home. Food is right accessible. When you work in an office, you don't tend to go to the refrigerator. You bring your food and you eat what you brought, unless somebody else brings in something else. I haven't worked in an office in 7 years. And so we have to do these catastrophic updates every year to determine if you have to make sure that your information is updated, basically because of the hurricane season. So you have to make sure all your information is updated. And when you open up the program, it tells you exactly how long you have been at the company. And I was like, I think it was 7 years, 5 months, and 3 days or something like that it had on there. I was like, good Lord, they got it to the day how long I've been here. But I always say no, because I do not want to get caught up with being someone that they want to be a part of the what is it called? Not the rescue team, but be on call to help out. Because 9 times, well, I don't, now that they changed that electrical grid out by my house, I'm wondering if I'm going to lose my electricity like I used to. Because that's why I always said no, because I can't help you if I don't have any electricity. One of the hurricanes, I was out for 10 days. So, but I don't want to, I'm all the way down here. And my company headquarters is 3 hours away from me. So I'm in no hurry to do any work online. Just in case my power goes out, it'll just be out. And I won't worry about, oh my goodness, I can't get on. They want me to work. None of that stuff. Let me see. That is true. The nighttime. They're around always looking for snacks. Yes. Yes, honey. Always looking for snacks. Nighttime, if I get fixated on crocheting or doing any craft stuff, I don't even think about the food. But during the day working, I'm always up. That's why today I think I ate all kinds of stuff I shouldn't have eaten, because by 3:30 I was like, ugh, I feel terrible. Let me see. I don't think I should have started with this small ball. I think I should have started with the bigger one. Yep. So that's gonna run out in a hot second. Now I think I have to remember how long was my chain? I'm thinking my chain was 65. If it's not 65, it'll just be a little off somewhere. Then my dress will look funny. But it's just a tube dress. It'll just look funny. Let me see. I did count. but I don't remember. I'm thinking 65. That's what I'm going to do, 65. I don't remember now. 5, 10. So what else is everybody working on? Did you finish your cardigan, Renee? Oh, I forgot to do that. I always forget to do that invite. I think I just did 35. At least I hope I did 35. Okay. Hi, Ivy. How are you today? Thank you for joining me. I am having a great day because it's Friday. Oh, you're sewing up the cardigan? Good for you. You did it. That was pretty fast. I think that's 35, 36, 37, 30, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65. Let me see. Let me see, Kelly, you have 2 scarves I want to complete this weekend. We'll see, because I crochet slow. Oh, you don't crochet any slower than me, honey? Nope. After watching OVW and Jeanette, I know I crochet like a snail. But as long as I get the job done, that's all that matters. I think I need to count this. That looks way too long. Well, I know it's too long because it's just a chain. Let me make sure. Okay. 2, 4. Oh, those are single crochets. Let me go down here. Too hard to look at them. Oh, you'll be right back. I put the invite up if anybody wants to come on. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 36, 38, 40, 42, 44, 46, 48, 50, 52, 54, 56, 58, 60. Let me see. Yeah. 60. So I think, thinking I crocheted 62. That's what I'm thinking. I think it's 62. I'm guessing. That's what I'm sticking with. And I'm going to go into that one. And then we'll see if it comes out right. At least I'm crossing my fingers. Let me see. Nobody wants to join. Oh, I think because everybody's working too. Do you all have any plans for the weekend? I'm going to the baby reveal party. Then I'm going to go and pick up some stuff from Wally World. Hey, Renee.
Hello, how are you?
I am good. How are you?
I'm all right. Now that the little one is outside playing.
Ah, must be good weather. She's outside playing.
Yeah, it's nice out, 72 and breezy. A little
Mm,
breeze. breeze. Yep, so I'm just trying to stitch up the sweater.
Ivy says she's doing a crochet ripple tank using acrylic crochet thread. Ooh. Ooh, you using crochet thread? I only do earrings with crochet thread. What size thread are you using? Ooh, my goodness. Where's that nylon thread that I bought? I have no clue where I put it. That's what happens when you buy too much stuff. You don't even know where you put it.
This is true. At least you have a room. I don't have a special place.
Shoot.
Mine's are all over.
This was my spare bedroom, and I kept just bringing stuff in and bringing stuff in. And I was like, this is going to be my craft room. Nobody comes to visit me. I don't need an extra room.
Yeah, there you go.
This is my craft room. Somebody says they come and visit. I say, okay, let me get your hotel. Can't stay with me.
Yeah.
Number 5. So number 5, because I have number 3. So that's not too small. I was playing around with the paper earrings again, and I made them at least I'm supposed to be getting the because I ordered the kit. I haven't even gotten a what do you call it? A message saying that it's on its way or anything. Like, you don't take my money and don't send me my goods. But I want to see what kind of paper that's in the kit.
So the paper that you use is what you said was the cardstock?
Yeah, it's the cardstock. Hers is cardstock too, but there's a pattern on the paper that's in her kit.
Okay.
But I used the cardstock. I used that 110 cardstock, and I used the 4 layers, just like she said. And I have this other paper that was the multicolored paper thing. And so when I finished it, I was like, this is a lot heavier than the ones that I had. So I put an ear wire on, and I put it on. I was like, that's too heavy for my ear. I think my ears don't like heavy at all.
So you just did yours with the 1?
No, I'm gonna wait for hers to come. Like, no, the earrings with my logo on it. I didn't even use. I used the. I think that paper is 25 cardstock, 25-pound cardstock. So it's not that heavy as the 110.
Okay.
And I like that because they were really, really light. So
and then what did you put on it to because you said it had to dry. So what did you use on it?
The Mod Podge.
Mod Podge, okay.
Yeah. Those were
now
her instructions.
which Mod Podge though?
I bought the glossy Mod Podge.
Okay. Because I think I have Mod Podge here. That's something that I could try.
But I said I'm gonna play with the paper ones, but they won't be my go-to. I'm gonna still crochet.
Oh, okay. But either one, they look nice. I mean, I think you did a good job with it. So you could do either one.
Yeah, I want to get more proficient because I'm not good with the cutting out stuff, because that was when I finished it. I mean, my circles were not perfect, and plus I need to find a smaller hole punch.
Okay. Oh yeah, you were saying that you was looking for that it has different sizes on it that you could use.
Yeah, I want a smaller
like
hole punch.
the leather one you were saying.
No, it was just a regular one.
Just a regular. Oh, okay.
Yeah. I have to go to Walmart tomorrow. I'm gonna look because I got the one at Walmart, but that hole punch is too big to do earrings. It should be smaller. So I'm gonna look and see if they have any smaller ones at the Walmart that I have to go to tomorrow.
I wish we had a Walmart.
You know?
It's all the way. It's on Long Island in Green Acres, so it's not like a 5-10 minute drive.
Hmm.
Now, where my daughter was when I was in Pennsylvania, it was less than 3 minutes to get to Walmart and Family Dollar. They were right together. I was like, yes, yes. You drop me off here and you go there.
You hit the jackpot.
Hit the jack. That was my first time in a Family Dollar. I mean, a
Oh
Family
my God.
Tree. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's a Dollar Tree. I have like everything by me. I
Yeah,
don't
I'm
have to
sure.
go.
Mm-hmm. Go
I don't have to go very far for anything.
Mhm. Yeah, I'm sure there's some Dollar Trees around, but I would have to travel on the bus.
Mm. My there's like there's a really big Dollar Tree. It's not far. Nothing is very far from me.
Oh, okay.
Um, and but there's a Dollar Tree right by me. It's
Mm-hmm.
smaller. I go
Okay.
in there to pick up quick stuff.
Hmm.
I like to go around and stroll because you never know what you're gonna find in them sometimes.
My thing is when I first went in, because watching all the videos, especially on TikTok,
Mhm.
everybody was crafting and making, different things from picture frames and the pen holder. And so I was going in there trying to find, different things, the same thing that I could craft.
Yeah.
But then you end up with a lot of things in your cart.
Yep.
That's the problem. That's the problem. But I did
Mhm.
make I did a picture frame for my daughter with the Chanel logo on it, and the the paintbrush holder. I blinged that out. That
Mm.
came out nice. So, and then I did somebody wanted I have this is plastic. This is the thermos
Uh-huh.
cup, but
Uh-huh.
somebody wanted one, so they had the glass ones at the dollar store. So I got the glass one. We found a lid to fit it, and my daughter printed out the person's initials, and I put it onto the glass. So that came
Was she
out
just
nice
printed from a printer, a regular printer?
from her Cricut.
Oh, a Cricut. Now, see, I
Hmm.
have my Cricut. I wish somebody, my daughter, I keep telling her, I said, just teach me what you know so we can do something with this thing. I mean, I paid
Hmm.
well, almost $300 for all of that, for the Cricut and all the little
Hmm.
gadgets that go with it.
Yeah, yeah. And since I left, my daughter has added more machines. I haven't even seen those. She's
Oh my
added
goodness.
the machine that you press the t-shirts with, that you put the logos on the t-shirts. So
Hmm.
I haven't even seen half of the things that she has.
Is that her
But
business?
well, she's trying, to venture out and do things. My her aunt used to make wedding gowns, so she kind of learned how to sew a little from her.
Mm-hmm.
And so she's creative like that. She'll make bags, backpacks, and knapsacks. So she's good at that.
Mm.
Hmm. And she can crochet a little. And it's
Yes.
fun. It's funny because I'm I'm left-handed, but I'm not a true left-handed person. So some things I do left-handed, and some things I do right. So I said, "Oh, good, this is good." I said because now I have a left-handed crocheter because she's left-handed.
Hmm.
She crochets right-handed. I said, "Well, wait a minute. Why you I don't know. I just so she crochets right-handed and I crochet left. So I don't have anybody I know that's left-handed that crochets.
My daughter is left-handed and she plays around with crochet, but I've never noticed if she does it right or left.
Yeah. So neither one of us is true to our hand. One, like I said, I do some things left and some things right, and then sometimes I have to stop and go. All right, which hand should I
Because
use?
I know when my daughter played softball, I think
Hmm.
she threw the ball with her right hand, which I thought
Hmm.
was weird.
Yeah, I would probably throw the ball. Yeah, I would throw the ball with my right hand.
Mm.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
But I'm a true writer. I can't. My left hand is. Uh-uh. My brain would have to think twice if I had to use my left hand for real.
Oh my. Yeah, my
Vicky
god
says
sister.
she's
Hmm.
out the back gate of Fort Leonard Wood. You have to travel 45 minutes on country roads to get to Walmart. Girl, I
Oh
never go in the
my.
nighttime.
That's about as yep. It takes about that length of time to get to it from where I am.
Oh no.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I'm surrounded by Walmart. I can okay. If I go down Hillsborough Boulevard, it's probably 5 minute drive to the
Wow.
to that Walmart. And then if I
Wow.
make a right hand turn from that Walmart and go up the street, the next Walmart is probably um 5 minutes. But if I
Wow.
turn left and go down the other way, that Walmart is about another 5 minutes. And then if I go down further to the next road, there's another
Mhm.
Walmart on that corner. I mean, I am surrounded
Mm.
by Walmarts.
Oh my
Then
goodness.
there's two Targets. There's well, the Hobby Lobby that I never go to, and there's
I've
a
only been to Hobby
Joann's.
Lobby once.
There's a Michael's. Let me see. And then further down is another
Hmm.
Joann.
Hmm. See now,
So,
Michael's. There was two in the city, but one of them they closed recently. But the main one wasn't far from where I was working, so I could go there. And then
mhm.
there's one here in Brooklyn too. So
I
um
get, I have to come go back to New York because I definitely want to go to that Lion Brand store.
oh yeah, I have to find out. I know a young lady used to work with me. She stays in there, but I've never gone in it. And since I'm not working, I don't actually the last time I've been to the city was right before the lockdown. I went to the Rachel Ray show, and that's the
Mm.
last time that I've gone to the city.
Does she let
Mhm.
the audience taste her food?
No,
No.
no. Now,
Oh.
Doctor Oz, sometime when his daughter's on there and they have
Mhm,
the cooking segment, he'll
mhm.
come in the audience with the food and let you taste it, But Rachel, I don't recall unless she gives it to maybe the people that are just sitting on the first row, and I don't remember her doing it, but not while I was at the show.
Oh.
But I did win. I won. I got a gift from there because the warm up man, he watches everybody in the audience. He said, "I saw you back there smiling the whole time and clapping, clapping." So I won twice. I won twice. The second one I gave to my friend.
That's
Hmm.
good.
And then for the View shows, they did the Sister Act review. So
Mhm.
we went to where the World Trade Center is, the Oculus, and they showed the movie on the big screen. And then they invited us back to for the actual show, and that was nice because you had the cast members from Sister Act. So that
Oh.
was that was nice. But we've gone to a lot of the View. But if you're not on that line early, forget it.
The only show that I've ever gone to was Oprah's.
Oh yeah, you did tell me. Hmm.
Yeah, that's the only one
Hmm.
I've been to.
Yeah, they said that was almost like a 2-year waiting list to get to her show.
Well, this is the oh, I think I need to do I should have done the 65. Okay, I'm gonna pull it out and do 65. When I the first time I called and you just call and you call and you call and you call all over and over and over again. And then
Hmm.
I got through.
Hmm.
And the lady says, "Well, when do you want to come?" I was like, "Well, I want to come." And I forgot when I told her. She's like, "Okay, well, we're not booking for then. Call back then." So I thought it was going to be a breeze.
Hmm.
Please, please. And this guy that I used to date at the time, he's like, "What? You didn't take those? Do you know how long it's going to take before you get it?"
Hmm.
It was that was back in, I want to say the first time I tried was, I can't even remember when it was, but whatever it was, I never got through again until the October, I think was the next time, because we went, the first time I went was in November, and then the second time I went in January, and it was
Mm-hmm.
too doggone cold in January.
Mm,
I was like,
mm-hmm.
whoo. So, but we had a good time.
Yeah, that's the only thing. Well, see, like with the view, let me see, the view, Tamron Hall, the view, and Kelly and Ryan are all
Hmm.
in the same building. They're just on different parts of the building in the ABC studio. But
Hmm.
you just go on to a certain website. You choose whatever day that you want, how many people is going to be in your party, and they'll either come back to you saying you're approved or you're not. Now, Tamron Hall in the beginning, when she first started, they used to deny you. Was it Tam? No, it wasn't Tamron. It was GMA3 with Michael Strahan, and
Hmm.
sometimes they would deny you. So I would go back in and put it in, and somehow or another it would come up. And then we used to go to the pyramid game when Michael used to do the pyramid game. That was nice. That was real nice. So it was nice because we went often enough that like the security people that worked there, the people
Uh-huh.
that checked you in, they knew us. I got there late for Dr. Oz one time. Oh my God, I was so upset because my friends were inside. So the guy knew we were regulars. So he's like, well, there's no more room. So I said, okay, let me text him and tell him I can't come in. I said, but let me just stand here for a few minutes. So I waited, and he came over to me. He said, as soon as everybody leave, I'll let you in. I said, okay, thank you. Thank you. Okay.
Ah,
Yeah.
see, it's good to know people in high places.
Yep. Sure is. Sure is. I even had a security guard there named. He came up because he was an incident, and he came out to me to find out what happened. He was very hot about the personnel that said what they said, and his name was Will Smith.
Oh,
I said, wow, wow, Will Smith. But yeah,
ah,
we had good times going. I just hope they start it back so that we can start going back, especially for the Christmas shows and things.
honey, yes, they
Mm-hmm.
are because they already selling tickets for Hamilton.
Mm-hmm.
I saw
Mm-hmm.
Hamilton here.
Mm-hmm.
Um, the first half of it is really good.
Okay.
Second half of it is dry.
Wow. Wow. I think the
That
last
first half gets you.
mm-hmm. The last play I saw was Color, yeah, Color Purple. I think that's the last thing I seen.
Yeah, I went to New York to see that and fell
And
asleep.
it was nice, but the problem was the upstairs. The seats were horrible.
Mm.
Oh, I was so miserable in those seats. I couldn't wait for the show. Even though the show was nice, I couldn't wait for it to be over.
Oh my goodness.
And it's like Apollo. Apollo seats are not that big upstairs.
Hmm.
They're not big at all.
One of the ladies that I used to work with, she got on to one of Oprah's giveaway shows.
Oh, nice.
She was supposed to go a different time, and then they called her and told her that that show was going to be canceled, and asked her, like, when do you want to come again? And she
Hmm.
picked the date, and it just happened to be one of her giveaway shows, and she was sitting in the front row, and she had on a pink outfit. They
Hmm.
kept showing her. She was all upset, crying and everything. I was like, girl, you got real lucky. The
Sure
only thing I
did.
ever got from her show was a book, a
Hmm.
CD,
Hmm.
and there was a doctor that had made shoes, and she made these. I think they had cashmere or mink or something on them. They were
Hmm.
slippers. They had absolutely no arch to them. They were just as flat as a board.
Wow.
I'm like, orthopedic doctor, don't you think you should put some arches in these things?
Mm-hmm.
But they
Mm-hmm.
came with their cute little dainty bag. It was all pretty and stuff.
Nice,
And
nice.
one of the guys, he used to be a lawyer, and he decided he wanted to be a baker. So
Mm-hmm.
he opened up his own bakery, left the attorney stuff. And I know he said my parents were not happy after spending all that money for me to become an attorney.
Mm-hmm.
But it's called, I want to say it's called Cake Love, but
Mm-hmm.
it's Washington, D.C. I don't know if he still has it or not, but that was so many
Mm-hmm.
years ago. But we got to taste some of his pastries.
Oh,
But
nice. But he can still use his law degree with that. I'm sure he
I'm
could
sure
for
he
different
does.
reason.
Sure he does. Hey, Priscilla, how are you today? Thank you for
Mm-hmm.
joining me.
So I'm doing the sleeves now.
Oh, yeah. I just
Hmm.
love that. I
Thank
just,
you.
Helen
Thank you.
said, Renee, if ever, I too, let me see. I guess she's saying if she's ever in New York, she'll contact you. My son lives in, ooh, Selkirk.
Where?
Let me see. Selkirk near Albany. Oh, she's near Albany.
Oh,
Oh,
Albany. Okay. Okay. I've never been in Albany. Yeah. Yeah. Never gone to Albany. Yeah. We did. Also, we went to we did Wendy Williams. Now I know her tickets are hard to get, but usually I'll go with a friend if they get a ticket. So I'll go with them. And then when Wendy was out, Sherry Shepherd, remember Sherry Shepherd had hosted
uh-huh,
the show?
uh-huh,
Well, we were there for that show, and Sherry came out from because they have a building across from the studio, and she came out talking to everybody and came and hugged me. But um, I also met her when I was in Macy's. So I have a
mm-hmm,
picture with her from Macy's too.
mm.
Yeah, and that was
She's a,
another. Huh? Go ahead.
she's a spunky something.
Mm-hmm. And tiny as I know one thing. The TV puts pounds on her because she is
Oh,
so
yes.
tiny,
Oh,
and she
yes.
lost a lot of weight
When I saw
recently.
Oprah for the first time, I was like, yeah, the TV definitely put some pounds
Mm-hmm.
on you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Sure does. It sure does. And who else we oh, we used to do Harry Connick Jr. His shows were nice.
I saw, no, I never, let me see. No, I never seen him. I know
Mm-hmm.
a friend of mine loved him, loved him.
Mm-hmm.
Priscilla says she's already finished the challenge. I combined it with my Granny D's challenge also. I hope that is okay. Yeah, it's fine with me.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you're fast. Send me a
she's
picture of
she's
whatever you
she's good
did.
too. She's really good.
I'm still working on mine. I didn't count the first half, and now I'm having a problem starting the second half.
Oh no. Yeah, she's really good. My thing is my sleep schedule because I'm usually up at night, but then with the little one here, it's hard for me, I have to get sleep somewhere, and you have to be up the whole time she's up. So that's my
Mm,
problem.
let's get her straight. Get those
Yeah,
hours in.
she need to go back to mama. That's what she need to do. Go back to
She
mama.
will.
Mm. She done left Brooklyn, went with her mother, back in PA with the aunt. Now she here in Brooklyn again.
Oh goodness.
Yeah, but this is she like it because then when my son is home, oh my goodness gracious, that's her love because she could get tossed around and she likes playing in your hair.
Oh,
Matter of fact, she has some makeup that she got last night, and she's ready to do
ah,
somebody's face. Oh gosh, she got
my great niece
she
is
ended
like that.
she
Oh
got
my
the
goodness.
lipstick, and
That
then
takes me back to my days.
mm-hmm,
Oh yeah.
mm-hmm,
When we were over at my mom's for Mother's Day, she had on little. I said, "You got on lipstick?" Mm-hmm. Then she goes
mm-hmm.
back and puts on even more lipstick. Girl.
Yep, that's this little one. That's this little one. So
Mm.
now I remember we had the play makeup. and we had paper dolls that used to have to cut the paper dolls out the book and dress them up with the paper
Yep.
outfits. Mm-hmm.
You give that to a
Yep.
little child now, they look at you like you grew another head.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Sure enough. Sure enough.
We had
Mm,
to
mm,
make our own, make our imagination run wild with us. These kids
mm-hmm.
don't even have to imagine nothing.
Mm, mm. Yes, paper dolls. Wasn't no Barbie all the time.
Mm-mm. Barbies cost real money. Shoot.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And bolo
Mm-hmm.
bats and the yo-yos, all that stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we had
The
it all.
jumping
Yo-yos,
jacks, please.
hula hoop.
Yep.
Then I used to have the I don't know what you call it. It was a wheel that you on a metal that you make it go up and down,
Yep.
and and then it had the color wheel inside, so you see the colors go. I had all all of that. I used to have before Easy Bake.
Yep.
I had Susie Homemaker. So I
Yep.
had the washing machine, the washing machine, and I had the stove. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. And it
Helen says she
works.
remembers those days.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And Mama said, "Go on out the house. Go out the house. Get out the house.
Yep,
Yes.
always. What you in this house for? Gone
Get out the
outside.
house. Go outside. And don't let me go down south. They say the same thing. Go outside. I'm like, I don't want to go out there. And I
Hmm.
go outside down south. When I came back from New York, I had 13 cherry balls on my leg. The
Oh my
mosquitoes
goodness.
would eat. They would eat me up. They were like, "Oh, Miss New York is here." Oh,
Right at you.
mm-hmm,
It's like new
mm-hmm.
blood in the house.
New blood. Yep. Sure enough. I was like, no.
Oh
Mm.
my goodness.
I remember one year I was down there, and I not too long ago told my cousin. They always when we would go down. My mother was just finishing summer school here, but
Hmm.
down south they were just starting, back to school. So sometime I would go, sometime I would stay home. Well, I remember now I'm a teenager now. Maybe I probably was, I don't even know. I might have been 12 or 13. I'm on outside by myself. All of a sudden, I look up. I say, "Oh my god! Oh my god!" I see this horse coming down the road, and he was getting up, and I'm fighting to get to the door. And I said, "Lord, please don't let that horse come over here. Don't let that." But whoever owned him, he got loose, and he started hitting that road and making dust as he was going. I said, "Oh my god!" Mm,
Mm-mm.
that thing had me scared for a minute.
Helen says she was always climbing trees. I remember my sister, I think it was my sister, it's been so many years, but I remember us climbing a tree and a snake was in the tree.
Ooh.
And you can best believe I have not been in another tree since then.
Oh, now see, now I never climbed a tree.
I used to
No.
love my daughter. It was so funny. Let me see, which one of the trees that we cut? It must have been the mango tree. I was like, Nia, we're going to go out here and cut this tree. She had never climbed a tree before either, but she learned that day.
I'll never climbed it. Never climbed that tree. The
That
only
used to be
thing,
the fun thing. Until that we saw that snake, we used to, yep, we were
yeah, that's it.
get in there, climb the trees. You know, down here we have the mangoes.
Hmm.
So everybody wants to get mangoes, even though sometimes they're down low enough where you can just grab them. And
Hmm.
people will put mango trees in their front yards. Why? Because they know us children are going to go by there and snatch them.
Okay, my
There was
son
somebody that
loves
used to
them.
have a grapefruit tree in their front yard. We go
Wow,
snatch them too.
wow. Yeah, my son loves the mangoes. Loves the man. Now my grandfather used to have a lot of things on his property, but as us being the younger siblings, we didn't see much of it. But I know he had a smokehouse and he used to have the field peas, the watermelon, and he had a grapevine. Oh, I didn't like going to that either. We used to have to go in the grapevine and pull the grapes. Um, what else? Let me see. That was pretty much. I think he has some chickens on the property. I think for a while, for a little bit, but yeah, I didn't care for it much down there. You know. because it wasn't much for us to do. Didn't really know anybody. The only time you could socialize is because once my cousin them in school, you have to go to school with them.
Oh goodness.
Mhm. Mhm.
So
Yeah.
where's down south?
South Carolina.
Oh.
Elliott, South Carolina,
Hmm.
and Elliott, Bishopville, and Sumter.
Mm. I know
Mhm.
what
So
Sumter is.
yeah.
My
So
cousin lives in Columbia, South Carolina.
okay. We're Morris colleges. In Sumter. My aunt's house is right across from Morris College.
Mm.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah, my
Mhm.
my family, we used to go to Georgia. That was our
Okay.
summertime.
Okay.
And Georgia is a different place from Florida, so
Mhm.
they're a lot slower in Georgia than they are in Florida. So things don't bother them like they do down here.
I hear you. I hear you. I'm sure it's picked up a little bit since.
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
the world has changed a lot.
Mhm. Mhm. A lot of these places now, because even North Carolina, we have family in North Carolina, and that's
Hmm.
coming up like I don't know what. They building houses like crazy down there.
I know this one girl. She's a woman, but she used to stay with me. She was doing her internship when she got out of college, and she stayed with me for 4 months, I think it is. But
Mhm.
her husband, and her sister, and her sister's husband, they all are in North. Well, they may have moved since then, but they were in North Carolina,
Okay.
with making their little family. They both have two kids now,
Mhm.
unless one of them's had another one since. But
Mhm.
um, Tanya has um, two boys, and her sister has a boy and a girl.
Mhm.
Such a cute little family. Her
Oh, nice.
husband, Tanya's sister's, her husband is a police officer. I guess he's still a little police officer
And what part of North Carolina?
in Charlottesville. Hmm.
In Charlottesville. Oh,
Yep.
oh, because my cousin is the sheriff in Charlotte, North Carolina.
Oh, why did I
Mhm.
say Charlottesville? Charlottesville
It's
is in Virginia.
in Virginia. So it's Charlotte then.
Charlotte, yeah.
Oh, so he probably knows my cousin because my cousin's the sheriff.
Is that he's not the one that used to be on the television show. They Call Me Homicide. That's your cousin?
Mhm. Mhm.
But I thought he's the was the mayor.
He used to be a homicide detective,
But
and
he's the
but
sheriff
now he's
now?
the sheriff. Mhm.
Oh, I swear I thought that.
I am homicide. That's what the
Yeah, I
show.
am homicide, yeah.
Mhm.
Yep,
Mhm.
I was one of my tell him he has a
Mhm.
fan.
I will. Yeah, that's him. He's
I
hard
used
to
to
keep
watch
up with.
I used to watch that show religiously.
Yep. So our family. Well, he like I said, he was born in South Carolina, but he's been in Charlotte for a while. Then we have cousins in Silas City, North
Uh-huh.
Carolina. Hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
love this show.
Yeah.
I was like,
This
oh,
world is too
got his suits
small.
together and all that. I was like,
Hmm.
go on, mister.
Hmm. This world is so small. I'm telling you.
It sure is.
It's not. I had a young man that happened to come where I was working, and he was like, "Oh, like," because he was a police officer detective. He's like, why are you working in such a place like this? Well, who are you to say where I should be working? You know,
Hmm.
understand? But the thing is, I met so many people working in Macy's. I mean, especially the stars from New York Undercover,
Hmm.
um, um, Mary Alice Smith, the actress, the aunt that played the actress that played Will Smith's aunt. She was always
Hmm.
in there. Melba Moore stayed in there. Stayed in there.
So you were
Um.
at the flagship?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, we met so many people in there, and not even just stars. We just having conversation with customers, and then I met a lady. She said, "Oh, my husband and I have a band," and she gave me her CD. And then I looked at the back. I said, "Well, wait a minute. I know this name on the back." So when I saw the person, and I said to him, "I met Miss Nora," and he was like, "Oh, you know her?" I said, "Well, she was my customer." So he invited me to a gig that they had, and she was like, "Oh my God, I'm so happy to see you. But how did you know I was playing?" I was like, somebody over there. She's like, "Oh my goodness. I told you this world is small because you don't know who knows who."
That's right.
And another customer that I would help, she called me one day and we were talking about the World Trade Center. So I
Hmm.
was saying, "Oh, my brother used to work there and they moved him to the Brooklyn office." She said, "Well, my husband worked there." She said, "Well, what is his name?" And then she goes, "Oh my God." She said, "My husband and him work together." So you just don't know. You can't say anything
Yep, you have
about
to
anybody.
mind your tongue because you don't know who knows
You
who.
don't you don't know. Even a coworker, she came to me, she go, "Who is that? Who is that person? I know that person there." That somebody
Mm.
came to see me and she was like, "I know them." And come to find out, he him and my daughter's godmother used to pick up her children for Sunday school to take them to church.
Mm.
So you
Hey,
just
Consuelo. She says hi,
yeah.
Gloria and Renee.
Hi. How are you?
I
Yeah,
hope
so
you
you
did
don't.
thumbs up when you came in. Are you
Mhm.
working on anything? I'm still working on my scrap project. Everybody's they're running laps around me. But I expected that. That's why I said end of June, because I know me.
So are you doing one piece or two pieces?
Two.
Two. Okay, that's what I was wondering.
Yeah. Because I just
Hmm.
started, because when I started, I really didn't know what I wanted to do.
Okay.
So it just
Okay.
kept going, and I was like, "What am I gonna do with this?" Because I know I don't want to make a top or anything like that, because
Hmm.
acrylic yarn is way too hot.
It is. Because
So I
the
said,
sweater that I made, matter of fact, and I can't tell you the card. The first one that I made was the granny square where you fold it and seam it up. But I
mm,
took it out so many times to adjust it for myself. I don't even know. I couldn't tell anybody what I did to get it to fit me. But
mm.
it's hot. It is really hot.
Yes, it is. That's
It's
why I
hot.
said, "Oh, Consuelo is doing a poncho."
Oh, okay.
Mm,
That's what I was thinking because I have a lot. I have a bag, one of those bags on wheels. I have a bag full of just yarn that's balls of yarn in it. I think I'm gonna do that too. That
mm-hmm.
sounds good.
Yep. What's her name? Kiki. Is that her name? Kiki? Yeah, Kiki. I think
Hmm.
that's her channel. Anyway, she's I think she's Russian. I'm not
Hmm.
sure because when she puts up her videos, the first one is in her native language, and then the
Hmm.
next one will be in English. Just like Claudette, she's German, so her first video is in German, and then the second one will be in
Hmm.
English.
Hmm.
And she did a cardigan in the round, and
Mm.
it has a nice later, like a what are those coats called that have like the flap on the back
With the
of it?
shawl collar, the
Yeah,
shawl collar, where
yeah,
the
but they
collar is.
have no,
Hmm.
but the coats, the coats that, but they have like a just on the back of it. It has that cloak like look to it. I don't know.
Oh.
There's a name for them. I can't think of
Hmm.
what they're called.
Hmm.
And actually, I have one, but I have one in a jean. It's in a jean material.
Okay.
It has a name, but I can't think of what it's called. She
Hmm.
said trench. Is it a trench coat?
A trench?
I don't know. That could be it.
Are you referring to the collar, or are you talking about the back of the collar itself? Hmm.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, I guess it is a trench coat. I don't know.
Hmm.
Maybe I'm thinking too much and thinking it's
Hmm.
something else.
Hmm.
But her cardigan is kind of like that. And I started doing it, got
Hmm.
distracted doing something else, but I keep saying I'm going to go back to that because I really want to make it because it's different. It's not just straight down. It's got a little
Okay.
curve to it.
Well, see, that was the thing too. I started doing one that was like even similar to what I was doing before, but the problem was as I'm going around it, and that collar is, and to make it bigger for me, that collar was getting too big. And
Mm-hmm.
so if I had to keep making it wider for myself on the front, the whole thing would have been too big, the collar and everything. So that's why I pulled it out.
Mm-hmm.
It was too much. It
That's
was
what
too much.
usually. Oh shoot, I
Hmm.
didn't even measure this. I'm on the second row. Let me make sure this thing is the same
Oh
size.
yeah.
Then I
Oh
have a
yeah.
lopsided dress.
Oh yeah.
But it won't be too obvious because I'm gonna
Hmm.
put the elastic in it, so
Hmm.
I'll
Those
scrunch it
colors
up.
are those colors are nice though. I see the yellow.
Now it looks too long. Shoot, shoot, shoot. See, that's what happens when you don't pay
But
attention to what
you
you're
can
doing.
pull it. You can pull it out from the opposite end if it's too long. Just take a couple of links out from the opposite end. But you already did the
But
two
I'm
rows,
already
the
on the second row.
second row. But you can pull out that one row and just pull it from the opposite end instead of taking the whole thing out.
Yeah, it's two. Is it 2 stitches too much? I think it's two.
Hmm.
Yeah, it looks like 2 stitches too much.
So or decrease it somewhere.
Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. Since I'm
Hmm.
right there at the bottom, I'll do a
Hmm.
decrease.
Hmm.
And then life will be good again. That's the good
Yeah,
thing about crochet. You can fudge somewhere.
somewhere, somewhere. And some things I make a mistake and I go, do I really want to take that out? If it's for me,
Yeah.
I probably will leave it. Like there's a couple of spots on here where there's only two chains in it instead of
Hmm.
three. I said, nah, it's gonna stay that way.
Yeah, that's the way I am with things. If it's something that I'm trying to sell, I'm trying to make it as
Yeah,
good as possible. But this is
right,
for me. So
right.
all these mistakes are just mistakes, and I'll just keep moving on.
Mm-hmm.
I won't
Mm-hmm.
lose any sleep tonight
Mm-hmm.
because I did a
I hear you.
decrease.
I hear you. Now, if it's not too far away, maybe I'll take. But if I'm going around and I say, oh no, that's too much. Oh, sorry,
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah, because this
Yeah,
this is a
but
lot of work.
I want to hurry up and finish this because I do want to try the romper that you did because somebody told me a friend was having a baby, so I want to hurry up and get to that.
Oh yeah, that
Mm-hmm.
romper be quick, fast, and in a hurry. I'm working
Mm-hmm.
on. I did my other booties. I did them in white, and I put pink buttons on the booty because I didn't want to
Okay.
make the flower again.
Okay.
And I said that's what I'll do. I just do put buttons on them, and I don't have to put all because her pattern. She has a flower on the romper, on the hat, and the booties. I was
Mm,
like, mm-mm, no, I'm not
mm.
doing all that.
Or you could make a little pom pom too.
Yeah, I'm not doing all that.
Make a
I'm just
little
gonna
pom.
let this baby
Cause,
have
cause,
some cute little booties with a
mhm.
little or hopefully
I think
somebody
the
will
pom
buy it.
poms are in this year.
And one day, what's her name? Crystal had a pom pom purse.
Mhm.
I started doing that. I was like, I'm not, forget it. This is
Mhm.
way too much work. I actually saw somebody do a pom pom bathroom rug. They got,
Mm.
the mat part that you use for
Mhm.
latch hooking.
Yes. Yeah.
They used that and they tied all those pom poms for their bathroom rug. I was like, I don't have that kind of time in my
Now
life.
that's a good way of getting rid of your scrap yarn.
That's a really good way, but I'm not doing them.
I
Gloria,
used
did
to.
you show? Oh yeah, I did. I showed them yesterday. Let me see, and I have them. They're not even in here. Well, that's a different pair that's up there. These are. Oh, let me take these down. These I'm gonna do this style for the little boy because I can't do the
Okay.
little Mary Jane ones. I should have got the red and white one because that white
Okay.
is blurry. So I made these little ones because I put them on my Etsy for Christmas
Oh.
time, but they didn't sell,
Oh.
so I still have them. I'm gonna
Nice.
still leave them right there.
So when you do when you crochet your items, do you keep a record of the patterns that you're using? Do you write everything
Mhm.
down? Okay.
Yes, like these booties, I've had that. Excuse me, I've had that pattern for years.
Mhm.
Because I when I at my old job, there was another lady there that crocheted. She and I would go on the Google and
Mhm.
just look up patterns and print them all out.
Okay. Okay.
So, and I
Okay.
have, pattern books, and then
Mhm.
when I watch them on YouTube, if it's something that I'm going to go back to, I'll start writing it down so I don't have to go back
Mhm.
to the YouTube channel
Okay.
to do it again.
Yeah, that's what I need to start doing because I don't I'll write down maybe who the person is that I followed from YouTube, but I
Hmm.
haven't written the pattern down. The
Yeah.
only thing that I was making were the scooties, the hooded cow.
Hmm.
Um, that one I don't even need I don't need the instructions on that one anymore. I can do that real quick.
That's
But
good.
matter of fact, I think I have. Hold on one second. I think I have one out. Hold on.
Yeah, I'm going to go get the other booties. Uh, Thank you, Helen. I'm going to go get the. Oh, wait a minute. Let me show you these. This is the style. These I had to redo because as you can see, let me see, I'm gonna go back. You can see this one has more yellow in it than, let me see, this one has more yellow than this one. So I got stuck because the yarn that I use is the yellow, this this yarn, which is, what is it, the lemon meringue. And you can see it's got yellow and white in it. So when I did these little booties, I didn't even take into consideration that they were going to be totally different from each other. So I did work up another pair, but I didn't put the rows on it. I just put the buttons on it and was happy
Okay.
because I did finally get them
Okay.
close enough.
Mhm. Mhm. This is it. He's.
Oh, okay.
Mhm. Then I just
I
added the drawstring.
uh
Mhm.
I did
Mhm.
it has a turtleneck to it. It was a pattern from a lady from, she's Arab. I don't know where she
Mhm.
is. But
Oh,
when
the
I
one that you
watched
did
it,
with the is the one you did with the collar and the hood, like the
hmm,
turtleneck. I
yeah.
tried to do that, and that thing was so heavy when I did it with a bulky yarn, and it
Oh
was
yeah, it's gonna be
so
heavy. Because even I used the
yeah.
polyester yarn and it was heavy.
Mhm. Yeah, it was very heavy. So I took it out and I just left it as the turtleneck so that you could just put it underneath the coat or
Hmm.
something. Just left the
Yeah, like a
turtleneck.
dicky.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Mhm. Mhm. I sure did. It was real heavy. I'm trying
yeah.
to think. Oh, the pattern for this one was it's a lady called uh her name is Harriet, but she goes under African Crab sometimes
Hmm.
on YouTube. That's where I
Hmm.
got that one from.
Oh, I'm gonna have to look that one up too. I'm
Mhm.
always
Mhm.
finding new things.
Mhm.
The Priscilla says you ladies are so talented. Have a great evening, everyone. Thanks,
Thank you,
Priscilla, for coming by
Priscilla.
and saying hello.
You
You're
as
talented
well.
too.
You as well.
Ah.
Hmm.
Oh, Helen says that's cute, Renee.
Thank you, Helen. I can't see anything. I should have had my laptop open where I could see, but I just have my phone.
Oh, that's
Mm,
all right. Yeah, but that's my thing is just I'm always looking for a new pattern. But I definitely after a while I said, if I'm gonna go back and try this again, let me just write it down so I don't have to. So now
yeah.
I'm writing it down, but I think I'm gonna put them all on my in a Word document so I can be able to come back to them because I write down stuff all over the place. I
Hmm.
have scraps and papers everywhere, stuff I've written. Then I have to go through it and look at it. I need to get into the 21st century where paper is not a necessity, but I'm old school. I need to write something down.
Yeah, sometimes you put things even digital. You still have to remember where you're filing it at.
Exactly. And see, I'm
So.
not good. I'm not good with that. Like when I have stuff on my cell phone and I'm
Mm,
like, how do you get back to it? So I always have
mhm,
1,000, not 1,000, but I'm exaggerating, but I always have a lot of stuff open. So my friend every now and again, if she looks at my phone, she's like, look at all these
You have to
pages open.
close.
Look
You
at
have
all
to
these
close
pages open.
everything. Yeah, you need to close them out. You have an iPhone or Android?
Android, I don't do iPhone.
Oh, okay. So yeah, just close them out. Just hit that button on the bottom and close them
Yeah,
out.
but I want to go back to them. That's the problem. I
So
don't know
then
how
you
to
have
get
to
back to
then you
them.
have to then you have to put it on your home screen. So when you in the
No, no, no. I'm just saying stuff that I go to, not
right, what I'm saying,
apps.
right, but you can still put, if you like, you're logged into to a let's say you logged into Lion Brand and you want to go back to it later, you can still hit the three buttons and have it post on your homepage. So this way you can just go to your homepage and touch it. So you have three buttons. Like now you have stream, like I'm looking at StreamYard. There's three buttons on the top, and it'll ask you if you want to put it onto your home screen or your home page, and you could do that. And then this way you don't have to search for it. It's on your home screen, on your home page. It doesn't have to be an app.
Well,
You could still put.
she locked my home screen, so
She
and I
locked
have
it.
yet to go back into figure out how to unlock it.
How could you lock? Oh, I don't know.
And well, I wanted it locked because when I pick up my phone and touch it, your stuff like goes from one page to the next, and it's like, what happened to it? So I always lock my screen so that my icons don't move.
I never had that happen. I have Android.
Oh, girl,
I
please.
never had that happen, and
Your
I
icons
have
never move?
unless I move them.
No, mine move. I can touch it and the thing move, and I'm like, where'd it go
Oh,
to?
that. Oh, you mean you holding it down too long? Then
Who knows?
you pressing on it too. But no, I have like three pages on my Android. But no, I don't have that problem.
All right, Helen, thank you for
Hmm.
joining me. You have a great weekend too. And yes,
Hmm.
I will be live on Saturday, 7 o'clock p.m. That's when I do my live on Saturdays. I'm working. This is my second job.
Working hard for the money
Yes, girl. And getting no money.
and getting no money.
Just working hard.
Just working hard. Don't worry, it'll pay off in the end.
Yep. That's what I was telling what's her name? Jeanette. When I first started the YouTube channel, I said I started this because I want this to be my job when I'm finished with my real job.
Hmm.
Because I want to have something to do because I just can't imagine retiring one day and then like, okay, what do I do next? Wake up the next morning like, so what do you do now?
That was me. I was like, oh my God, what do I do?
And see,
Mhm.
I probably I keep saying not to put that into the atmosphere, but I'm a single woman, been single for many years now, and no prospects on the horizon. So
Mhm.
I said, I got to do something with all this extra time I have on my hands. And my daughter's
Mhm.
hardly ever home. She comes home to eat, take a shower, go back to work, go over to see her boyfriend, and I see her
Mm.
in passing.
Mm.
So it's just
Mm.
me, the computer, the
Mm.
television, and
Yeah,
that's
that
it.
like my godmother says, as you get older, I'll see less of you. That's she used to always say that to me. As you get older, I'll see less of you.
Yep,
Hmm.
that is true because they get their own lives, and we got our own lives. So
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I had to. Another thing too, when I had to go for therapy, the doctor would say that because I used to have panic attacks real bad, and she would say you have to find something for yourself that you can't rely on your friends being around or family being around, because after a while they're gonna have to move and do things for their own self or whatever. They might move or they might find other
Mhm.
friends, and it's so true. You know,
Yep.
it's really true
Yeah,
because my
because especially like for me when I used to work at the hospital, so of course you have your work people, and then when I used to work in a office, then you have your work people. So
mhm
when I came home to work, lucky for me, there were a few people that I was working with, but they all left this job and went back to, I won't say all. One of them left, and unfortunately one of them passed away,
mhm
and then the other one was still working, but one of the other ladies used to work at my other old job, so I knew her. And then
mhm
one of the ladies that used to work at my old job, she came and started working at this job too. So at least there's two people when I want to vent, I can always call.
okay, good.
But it's different when you work from home and you don't know anybody, because when we first did orientation 7 years ago, you met those people, but a lot of those people that you met then aren't there anymore. So
mhm
every time they talk about all these new people, it's like, I don't know these people.
mm. And it's the same thing at the job. There's still a few of them that are still there because most of us had over 30 something years. When I
Hmm.
left, I had 35. There's a couple of them that still have 40 and 50 years.
Mm,
But you know, you don't communicate all the time,
right.
once you come out. There are a couple of them, like you said, that will keep in contact, but not all the time that you get to speak to everybody.
Mm-mm.
And then my
And,
neighbors over here, they left me. One went to PA and one went to Atlanta. They left me.
and most of the people that I keep in contact with are just through Facebook or Instagram. Other than
Mhm.
that,
Mhm.
don't hang out anymore. You don't go get together. We used to do get-togethers
Mhm.
like twice a year from my old
Mhm.
job, but
Mhm.
we haven't done that. And one of the guys
Wow.
I used to call him my
Mhm.
work husband. He just passed away last week. So
Mhm.
I was like, yep,
Wow.
we're all getting up there in age, and
Mhm.
he
And, and
didn't
sh-
didn't live long enough for us to have another get together.
mhm. Mhm. Yep. Time, the age makes a difference.
It sure does.
You're back. Oh boy, she's back.
She's back.
It's a hard day. Oh my goodness. You had fun? Yes, I had a hard day. You had a hard day? Mm. I was been there for a minute ago. She had a hard day.
A hard day.
Can I do my makeup now? No, you can sit down for a little bit. Relax. And then
All right, I'm gonna get off of here and go and catch some news.
Okay. All right.
I can go back and start working again.
All right. Yes,
My
baby.
real
I'm
job.
talking, baby. Wait 1 second. I'm talking. Okay. 1 second. You ready to get up in that makeup?
Oh my goodness.
Mm, 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 mm.
She ready to get her pretty on.
Mm-hmm. Yep. This makeup be open. No, you have to wait. Can I open these? No, you have to wait. This?
Oh my
So
goodness.
what is it that they don't determine? I can't hear you. You're not saying the right word. So I'm going to keep saying it until you say the right word. Okay. Mm.
That's right. That is right. All righty.
Oh, shush. All right. So you
Well,
have a good day.
you too. And
All
if
right.
you're
And we'll.
available tomorrow, I'll be here.
Okay, no problem. All
All right.
righty. Okay.
Bye
Bye
bye.
bye.
All right. If anybody else is on, I'm getting ready to get off. I thank you all for joining me. And until tomorrow, everybody stay safe. Keep crocheting. Bye bye.